Thank you for clicking on this video. If you enjoy what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to stay up to date with our latest content.
And hey, don't forget, check out our Patreon where you can be part of the dream and enjoy this transaction.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the review of Halo Infinite. This is a spoiler-free cast, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're going through this story, we're not going to give you the juicy details. We're going to tell you our first impressions, what we think of the game. So sit tight. I'm Chris, the sword wielder himself. That's Liquid, the great deliverer. How are you guys? Liquid, how you doing, bud?
I'm good, dude. I've been playing some Halo campaign. I've been thinking I need a weapon. You already have a weapon apparently, so that's pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been nice, man. It's been fun. I have some thoughts on it. Some things I want to go over. Some things I want to pick your brain even a little bit just to see how you feel about it. But overall, I'm feeling good, man.
Quick review. I'm loving it, man. I am absolutely in love. Like, I want to play it. It has it. Halo has its hooks on me like I haven't felt in over a decade, and I couldn't be in a happier place right now. It's awesome. Multiplayer is rock solid.
Oh yeah.
Campaign is rock solid, and the community support and the 343 support behind it. Like, hey, we have these problems, we're fixing it. We got this problem, we're fixing it. And I just been enamored with Halo Infinite as a total, not just the campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I same here. I suppose, especially multiplayer. Multiplayer is definitely my favorite part of it so far. The campaign's good. Kind of just want to get into it. Just start asking some questions. Start talking about it. I'm still in the beginning. All right, I'm only maybe a little over an hour in. Got through the tutorial. Just got through to the open world. Everything looks awesome. It looks pretty, and I love just the feeling you're getting. Like, just to start it off here. I mean, well, here I still want to. I want to walk. Tiptoe around spoilers, make sure I'm not giving any of that. But we know the pilot, for example, just the very beginning cutscene. You got Chief. He's a bit of a struggle fighting with someone, and this is one thing that I wanted to mention here was the pilot. He adds, like, I love him a lot. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about him when I saw him in the trailer, but seeing the human element of him, that I feel like you don't get in Master Chief, right? So, like, Master Chief, he was, like I said, he was in a fight, and he's like kind of getting his ass handed to him a little bit, and you hear him grunt and moan, but you don't see it. You obviously can't see his face because he's wearing a fucking helmet the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it feels a nice relief that you're seeing at least a human's, like, sort of the world from essentially a human's perspective, if you will. You get what I'm saying?
I couldn't agree with you more. Like, I was speaking to Justin off camera. The pilot is essentially you. If these events are actually happening to you, this is how a normal human would react to things. They are freaking out. If you were stranded for 6 months by yourself, and then suddenly there's we've seen this in the trailer, so I can say it.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly you just see Master Chief, and you're like, whoa, what's happening? And all these things are happening, and they can, and obviously, he thought he's gonna go home. Not going home anytime soon. We got a game to play. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously.
So, so you're playing through, like, you're playing through the world, and then the pilot does a great job of being human, of like being like centering, like, this is crazy, this is insane, like, why are we doing this, like, this is madness, you understand what went on, and then you're just like, oh yeah, this is nuts, but you're so enamored as an audience member and as a longtime Halo fan, like, if you've been playing for a long time, then you're like, this is just business as normal, but he lets you know that the stuff you're doing is crazy,
Right.
and it's not even like Chief, you're so great. No, he's like, no, dude, this is nuts.
Yeah.
You're insane. All right.
Right.
And it's awesome. I'm like, whoever thought of that, genius.
Yeah, no, very cool, very cool. You mentioned world. I want to talk a little bit about the world as well. So far from the little bit that I have seen, very beautiful. We mentioned this off camera. I said I'm so happy they took that extra year to polish things up. Yeah, so far the little bit that I have seen, it just looks awesome. I love, like, having these bases where you're just essentially outnumbered. Even if it's a bunch of grunts, it feels like you can die at any time because there's so many. And I just love, like, just like, my grappling hook just flying through things, just trying to get, in between stuff. Like, I'm just trying to just run through these grunts, and, like, I'll hit a corner. I'm like, oh man, there's a bunch more, and I'm trying to go the other way, and it's just like, dude, it's just so fun, man. So yeah, like that open world, just seeing everything and how it pops, just again, looks beautiful and it plays even more better than that.
Yeah, the gameplay loop that it has you on going throughout the world is so much fun. You have forward operating bases. You have these little propaganda towers or grunts. Listen to the towers, guys. If you haven't already, listen to them. They're making fun of you the entire time, and it's hilarious. It's like out loud funny.
Yeah.
I came across one. This isn't a spoiler because it's just like they're just bullshitting you.
Right.
But then he's just like, Master Chief's name is John. Like, oh my god! And you're like, hey, bro, like, Joe, be cool, bro. Like, you want
Wow.
to chill out
No chill.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
And so you have forward operating bases. You have that. You have like these little like generals that you have to fight and take out, and they all have like specialties and or specialty weapons,
Mhm.
and you have to attack every single one differently. And that's really exciting to do. And you can solo it, or you can get some of your Marine boys to come on to the journey with you, and just really decide how you want to like handle the plane of combat. And like this game, I feel like you have as much fun as you want to have fun with this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just put rockets on all your Marines, give them all rockets, turn the razor back on, ride
yeah.
through, and just have a raw explosion of rockets. I did it one time. It was a lot of fun. A little dangerous,
Sure.
but a lot of fun.
Like you said, the game sort of like you have as much fun as you want to have, or the type of fun you want to have, and I think the fact that they went open world kind of allows you to do that, or allows them to give you that ability to do that. So yeah, I like you said, I think it's fun. Do you think open world definitely the right choice on this game?
It feels like it's such a natural iteration of Halo. It just seemed like, so when it's like open world, I don't feel like I'm playing an open world game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It just goes so fluidly. Obviously, it is open world, and they said it's open world. I'm like,
I guess you could say
can
open area. Some people call
Yeah,
things open
open-
area,
yeah.
whatever. You get the gist of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Though.
yeah.
It's
You-
different
you
from the
guys get
previous
it.
Halo games. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
linear. It's just open. So
No, it's a lot of fun, and I like the way you could you decide how you attack bases with what weapons and your loadouts and your updates to your armor, because you're allowed to do that too. It's just a lot of fun, and like, you're really building up your version of 117 John Master Chief.
Mhm.
And I like that too. Like, you decided what he specializes. Like, everyone goes grappling hook right off the rip.
Mhm.
But after you get those Spartan cores, because that's how you level them up. And then now you gotta figure out, what else do I use
I get
to
it.
help me take down a mission? It's just so much fun. And the campaign and the weapon, before we talked about the pilot, the weapon.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
I thought, I'm like, man, it's gonna be really hard. I spent all this time with Cortana,
Mhm.
and I'm like, now you give me a new AI who kind of looks like her, but she's just so optimistic about everything.
She really is.
It's kind of refreshing.
It is. Yeah. No. Absolutely. I love her so far.
Yeah, like, especially with the pilot being like, as realistic as he is, and Master Chief just being the Master Chief.
Mhm.
Like, it's nice having someone to be like, it was in the trailers when someone's coming down from an elevator, like, oh, maybe he's a friendly, and John's like, he's not,
Yeah.
and just like, yo, let's go. And like, but like, that happens throughout the game, and like, a lot of breaths of fresh air with these two characters. I feel like this franchise overall really needed.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that the pilot and the weapon say more permanent fixtures in the lifespan that is Halo Infinite,
Mhm.
because it's such a joy, man.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you mentioned weapon. I want to talk about weapons, actually. You start off with the grappling hook, which is, dude, I'm so happy they added a grappling hook to this game, because, dude, all I've been doing is grappling on things, dude. And I'm not even talking about just on like up high. I'm talking about I'm just running, jumping, grappling hook the floor, sliding, just to get from point A to point B, just having that fun, that little parkour fun of it. How have the weapons been for you?
The weapons,
How you liking it?
Bro, I'm loving it. Like, especially when you start upgrading and you get special variants. It's the one good thing they did really good in Halo 5 that no one wants to talk about. I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Is that they have variants to certain weapons, and some of them were really fun.
Yeah.
And I felt like they took like the good ideas from Halo Warzone. I know, guys, from Halo 5, and they brought it to like this part in the campaign, and I thought it was done really well, because to get it, first you have to kill a general, essentially take his weapon, then you get the schematics, and then you can have it and give it to your Marine pals. It's great. It just makes you. And then the thing is, when like things like that happen,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you feel like you earned it. You know, like, oh yeah, I
Ah,
killed
okay.
that one guy for this. Good times. All right, I'm gonna kill somebody about. I'm gonna kill someone else with this now, and it's just great. And like the sandbox, the BRs, the vehicles, everything's good. But I do have to say
Uh-huh.
that the aircrafts are a little flimsy,
Oh, really? I haven't gotten into
and
any.
yeah, they're pretty flimsy, and the chopper is trash. Do not get in
Oh.
it. It is not fun. That thing, it's a small rock and flips over. And like when you have the ghost right there, that's so good, and the warhog that's like better than still the chopper,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying? It's just like the chopper is like the most. I want to say the most lacking weapon. I like getting the
Oh.
mongoose before you get in the chopper.
That's unfortunate. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
but
Well, hey, whatever. I mean, you still got a bunch of other vehicles to go to, and I'm glad you brought up the vehicles there, because that was gonna be my next question. But then I'll skip that question. I want to go into something else, Chris. I want to talk about Marty O'Donnell, the original composer, the music. He's not on this, right? He's not tied to this at all.
I don't think so.
How do you like the music?
I love the music.
Right.
I love it so much. And I was, bro, it took me everything in my soul not to say this to you off screen, but I'm going to say it now.
Okay.
It did what I feel the best part of Death Stranding is when you're walking on this beautiful serene lane and the light is hitting just right,
Mhm.
and then the music just so randomly because you've never been there before and it swells and it's just like, man, I'm having a good time walking. Most of the time I don't get in vehicles because I like walking through the world
Oh,
of
okay.
Zeta Halo, and it's just because you'll get these cool like music going on and stuff like that. Like these moments are so nice. So I've been loving the music, and I found an Easter egg by myself.
Nice.
I won't say what it is, but just
Oh,
know it
damn.
also has some tunes involved.
Oh,
And
really?
it is a good time, bro. I was there. I was legit like there for like 10 minutes, just like.
If there's one thing I like most about open world games or open area, whatever you want to call it, Easter eggs. I think they, it gives you so much opportunity to add more Easter eggs, and I'm all for it, dude. I think that's awesome.
And I randomly found a skull.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. I was like, let me go up here just for fun. And then when I went up there was a skull right there. I was
Dope.
like, okay.
Nice. Yeah, man. And yeah, I want to just add on a little bit more to the music here that I mentioned. Even the menu, dude. I was like in the menu, just like, damn, the music goes like really hard right now. Like I don't know why. I'm not in any fights right now. I'm just looking at my Spartan, and the music's just going off. So yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I think the music, great. I love it a lot. So, Chris, any last comments you want to say? Any last things you want to touch up on?
I know that there's fixes coming later to the game when it comes to replayability, and co-op campaign is sorely missed.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Oh, yeah.
understand. I didn't understand when people were saying, I'm like, bro, the campaign, and it is a great single player experience, but you can't help to think of how much more fun it would be if me and Liquid just called down 2 Razorbacks, got all these Marines in, and then we just have this mayhem of like of madness. And so like I don't want to leave it on a sour note. And but like when co-op campaign does happen, I am gonna be there. I thought I was gonna kind of skip co-op campaign.
Oh
like,
no,
bro,
you can't. What are you talking about? I'm purposely not trying to get everything so I can collect it with my friends. That's what I'm waiting on. Like I'm leaving stuff out on purpose. Like I'm not like trying to like skim through stuff. Like I'm not trying to. I mean like just look over every look under every rock or anything like that. I'm just trying to like kind of I don't want to say run through it. I'm still appreciating it, but I don't want to find everything because I want to leave something to play with my friends and do with my friends. So that I'm kind of just like not touching everything at this point.
Yeah, I will not be doing that. I've been touching literally everything. All right. Like just if there's an audio log, I'll go back. That's another thing. Audio logs are awesome.
Oh yeah,
the voice acting,
yeah, they're great
across the board is awesome.
Yep.
Like oh my god, what a stellar game! Like we asked by the time this comes out, I think our rating of Halos will be out. Maybe not.
No, it'll be out probably 2 days after this goes up.
If anything, if you guys want to hear it, it's only but go to our Patreon. It's over there, and we rank the Halos. And I won't say where I ranked it, but I feel after playing the bunch of the game, I'm like I put it in the perfect place.
Nice. Hey, well, we'll leave that up to the side. They'll figure it out. They'll find out for themselves here. Well, Chris, do you want to send us off? Do you want me to send us off? How are we gonna do this?
Yeah, bro, take us home, Liquid.
All right. Well, like Chris said, the Patreon's available. Links down in the description below. Other than that, I'm gonna leave you off per usual. Love each other. Take care. Above all else, be cool. This has been our initial thoughts on Halo Infinite. We'll see you soon.